Hello, students. Welcome to Bridge Academy for Grade 10 Biology Tutorials Unit 1, Lesson 1, Subfields of Biology. After this lesson, you will understand what subfields of biology are. You will also be able to list the main subfields of biology. Introduction biology is the science that studies living things. It explores how organisms grow, function, and evolve. Life is very complex, so biology is divided into smaller areas called subfields. Scientists divide biology into subfields based on what they study. These subfields have unique topics and methods. They allow researchers to focus on specific areas and contribute to our understanding of life. The subfields are grouped into three main categories: those based on organisms, those based on structure, and those based on life processes. Each subfield focuses on a specific part of life. This makes it easier for scientists to study living things in detail. Subfields based on organisms. One way to divide biology is by the type of organism studied. This creates three main branches: zoology, botany, and microbiology. Each branch focuses on a different group of living things. Zoology. Zoology is the study of animals. It covers all kinds of animals, from tiny insects to large mammals. Zoologists may focus on specific animal groups or study topics like animal behavior or conservation. Let us see the 5 smaller subfields of zoology. Herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians, like snakes, lizards, frogs, and turtles. Herpetologists look at their biology, behavior, and how to protect them. Ichthyology is the study of fish. Each theologist studies fish behavior, anatomy, and their role in ecosystems. Mammalogy focuses on mammals such as whales, elephants, and humans. Mammalogists explore how mammals live, evolve, and survive. Ornithology is the study of birds. Ornithologists research bird migration, songs, and habitats. Entomology is the study of insects, like bees, butterflies, and ants. Entomologists investigate how insects interact with plants and other organisms. Each of these subfields helps us learn more about the animal kingdom. Botany is the study of plants. Plants are essential for life because they produce oxygen and food. Botanists study how plants grow, reproduce, and interact with their environment. They might explore how plants make energy through photosynthesis. They also study how plants adapt to different climates or how to protect endangered plant species. Botany is important for agriculture, medicine, and environmental protection. Microbiology. Microbiology is the study of microorganisms. These are tiny living things like bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, and algae. They are too small to see without a microscope, but they have a big impact on life. Microbiologists study how these organisms function, grow, and affect ecosystems. Microbiology has its own subfields such as bacteriology and mycology. Bacteriology focuses on bacteria. Bacteria can cause diseases, but they also help with things like digestion and making food. Mycology is the study of fungi, like mushrooms and yeast. Fungi break down dead matter and can be used to make medicines. Microbiology helps us understand the hidden world of tiny organisms. 2. Subfields based on structure. Another way to divide biology is by studying the structure of living things. These subfields focus on how organisms are built, from their whole bodies to their smallest parts. Some of subfields of biology based on structures are anatomy, morphology, molecular biology, and cytology. Anatomy is the study of the structure of organisms. It looks at both the outside and inside of living things. For example, anatomists might study the bones of a frog or the roots of a plant. Morphology is similar to anatomy. It focuses on the shape, size, and arrangement of an organism's parts. Morphologists might compare the wings of a bird to the wings of an insect. Molecular biology studies life at the smallest level. It looks at molecules like DNA, RNA, and proteins. These molecules control how cells work. Cytology is the study of cells. It focuses on how cells are built and what they do. Cytologists use microscopes to see cell parts. 3. Subfields based on life processes. Biology also has subfields based on how organisms live, grow, and interact. These subfields focus on the processes that keep life going. Some of them are physiology, embryology, taxonomy, paleontology, evolution, and genetics. Physiology studies how living things work. It looks at how organs and systems function. For example, physiologists might study how the heart pumps blood or how plants move water. Embryology is the study of how organisms develop before birth. It starts with a single cell called a zygote and follows how it grows into a full organism. Taxonomy is the science of naming and classifying organisms. It organizes life into groups like species and families. Paleontology studies ancient life through fossils. Paleontologists learn about dinosaurs and other extinct creatures. Evolution studies how species change over time. It explains how natural selection shapes life. Genetics looks at how traits are passed from parents to offspring. Geneticists study genes and how they cause differences, like eye color. Why subfields matter. Each subfield of biology focuses on a specific part of life. This allows scientists to study in detail and make new discoveries. For example, a zoologist might find a new species of fish, while a geneticist might discover a gene that helps plants survive drought. Together, these subfields create a complete picture of life. They help us solve problems like curing diseases, saving endangered species, and growing more food. Summary: biology is a vast science that studies all living things. Because life is so complex, biology is divided into subfields. These subfields are grouped by the type of organism, the structure of organisms, or the processes of life. Zoology, botany, and microbiology study animals, plants, and microorganisms respectively. Subfields like anatomy, morphology, molecular biology, and cytology focus on how organisms are built. Other subfields like physiology, embryology, ecology, taxonomy, paleontology, evolution, genetics, and exobiology study how life works and changes. By learning these subfields, you understand how scientists explore the living world. This lesson helps you define and list the subfields of biology. It shows how each subfield contributes to our knowledge of life, from tiny cells to entire ecosystems. Review questions and answers. Question 1. Why is biology divided into subfields? And what are the 3 main ways these subfields are grouped? Answer: biology is divided into subfields because life is very complex, and breaking it into parts makes it easier to study. The subfields are grouped in 3 main ways: by the type of organism, for example, animals, plants, microorganisms; by the structure of organisms, example, anatomy, molecular biology; by life processes, example, physiology, genetics, evolution. Question: to what are the main subfields of biology based on the type of organism studied? Give one example for each. Answer: the main subfields based on organism type are zoology, study of animals, for example, ornithology for birds; botany, study of plants, example, photosynthesis research; microbiology, study of microorganisms, example, bacteriology for bacteria. Question 3. How do subfields like genetics and physiology help us understand life processes? Answer: subfields like genetics help us understand how traits are passed from parents to offspring and how genes control characteristics. Physiology helps us understand how organs and body systems work to keep organisms alive. These fields reveal how life functions at different levels. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe for more lessons.